The electronic communication infrastructure is made up of multiple media types. Each plays a role in providing efficient communication services worldwide.
The media types for North America are the following, and I'm going to take it from a perspective of 1980 forward. Clearly, fiber optics is a major media type. The second would be copper twisted pairs or LAN cables. The third is something that is waning in the marketplace, and that's coaxial cables, mostly for TV. And finally, what we call WAPs, or wireless access points, which are basically run by power of communications cabling.
While technology is continuously evolving into wireless connectivity, conventional wire and cable has not simply disappeared. It has become a critical component of the wireless infrastructure.
Traditional wire and cable simply hasn't disappeared because even though we all access the network with a wireless device, the back end or backhaul of the network is still a wired network. And that's done because cabling, fiber optic or copper cabling, still has higher bandwidth, higher speed, and higher reliability than wireless network. It also, in a high density application, for example, a data center, would be very difficult to have enough wireless nodes to do that job, so it needs to be cabled.
Performance demands on communication cables have increased with a desire for everything to be faster, smaller, smarter, and more efficient.
15 years ago, we weren't doing online banking. We also weren't doing online retail, which is a booming industry right now. But we're also doing a lot of other things. We have Skype, where we're watching video as well as our voice over these transmissions media. And we've got things like the stock market, which you want to be able to make a buy in seconds and moments. There's one thing we always forget too. We're on our Apple and we pick up online music. That was never happening before. So all these mediums are improved by these different cabling structures.
Rather than strictly adhering to the path set by technical standards and competitors, Quabbin Wire and Cable is focused on creating solutions for the issues that are surfacing today.
Quabbin Wire and Cable was founded and started by me in 1975. We've evolved over the years from starting with very simple wire and cable products to branch into, what we have today, Ethernet data cables. But for the most part, it's been the smaller conductor, always copper. And as we evolved, we got into the data side of things, the communication, which is exploding these days. Today, it is able to perform the data speeds that that is required. We're driven by what the customer demand is there. We work with both our own people and outside rep firms to talk to the customer, to find out really what their challenges are, what their problems are, and to see if we can uniquely solve those problems. We do what we say we're going to do when we do it, and I think we can make it better and faster and with a higher value.
Manufactured in the USA, Quabbin maintains the level of quality and reliability that is associated with being American-made.
For me, with American-made, I associate that with a sense of pride. And I think that the employees at Quabbin Wire have this sense of pride that comes along with their work. And it translates into a noticeable difference in their product versus their competitors as far as the quality and performance is concerned. American-made to me also means that we're supporting our local economy. So since Quabbin manufactures here in Ware, Massachusetts, all of the revenues that they generate are being pumped back into the U.S. economy, which is always a good thing.
There is an extraordinary value and importance in making the right selection and choosing a cable appropriate for the intended application and environment.
I think that the employees at Quabbin kind of hold themselves to a higher standard than what the industry expects. The fact that you have a wire and cable industry that's constantly evolving, you have to have somebody that you can rely on. And that's why we at Gruber Industries decided that it's vastly important to us to align ourselves with manufacturers like Quabbin Wire that not only are focusing on taking care of today's needs, but tomorrow as well.
Performance has driven the cable to be bigger. We're looking for solutions that get us back to the size that we once had, but with the new performance. And we have a patented design that allows us to shield the cable, but make it very small and make it very flexible, so it can be routed easily. Quabbin being a small company, it doesn't take a committee to make a decision to do something. So when a customer says, I'm looking at this application and I'm struggling with the cables are too big or they're too stiff, it's a little bit easier for us to respond than it would be for a much larger company, because the person you're talking to on the phone is 10 steps from the factory. They can communicate it to the factory very easily. The design engineer is located right above the factory. They can hear it, they can see it, they work in it every day. Another advantage of us being small is when someone wants customization, we can do it much easier, and we would be more interested in a relatively small opportunity compared to our larger competitors, because it's just not cost effective for them to pursue that type of opportunity. What's nice for us is a lot of times that small opportunity turns into a big market trend. So we can be early, our customers can lead us to the right place. We're lucky and happy that we have a lot of people who are interested in doing a new thing. They're curious and want to do it.
For more information, visit www.quabbin.com.